Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here, and welcome to a new Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time video. We are looking at playable Dingodile in a Crash platforming game. Yep, he's not a racer, he's not a Crash Bash guy, he is a playable platformer character in Crash 4. This was revealed in the new State of Play Sony event, PlayStation event that happened under 24 hours ago, and as they talk about, as Loose.it talks about, basically we're able to play as Dingodile after his world, his new life is torn asunder. He ran after a life of villainy. He wanted to run a diner, and he does that only for it to get completely destroyed, which you're about to see in a sec as I play through this footage in slow-mo. So I just want to talk about this a little bit. Funnily enough, I'm going to put the clip here. It was actually Canadian guy A who had a feeling that this was going to be happening, and I actually agreed with him, and I thought, okay, there's definitely a possibility based on that screenshot that we had where it looked like, he was like using, the ability, which this thing here, this like almost, it's like an air hop type thing, which pretty much is that sort of reminds me a lot of Super Mario Sunshine.
You look at Dingodile, someone pointed out that almost looks like a double jump.
Yeah.
The way he's using his...
Reminds me of like Super Mario Sunshine or something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, do you think that we're going to be able to play as Dingodile? Like a playable levels of Dingodile?
I think
But it essentially adds another gameplay layer to Crash 4, and this is why the game is, I think, going to be hugely successful, because they are truly giving all this sort of content. You are able to do all this stuff while, of course, at its core, as you'll see in the rest of the trailer, I'll do in a separate video, at its core it is still about Crash and Coco and such, but these are just these additional fun little gameplay mechanics. He's got a suck cannon, he's got this thing here that throws like barrel versions of TNTs, and there is his diner goes up in flames. As you may notice, this is very much, it looks like the Beastmaker's home from Spyro Reignited Trilogy. You can see similar kind of shading and the kind of the blues and browns and stuff like that. It actually looks a lot like that, which is a great thing, because I actually thought that Beastmaker's in Reignited was actually the best looking world in the whole trilogy. Actually, I really dug it. We also have this nice high-res screenshot here of Dingodile showing off the art style, very much the Reignited. Look in the background there. Look at the shading and the woods and the sky and stuff like that. It is very Reignited in a very, very good way. As I said, a big fan of that style in Spyro 1 in particular. But yeah, this is just the kind of stuff that makes me believe that we're really going to hit a home run. They are really going to hit a home run with Crash 4. It is going to be a hugely popular game, and I think it's going to deserve it. It's going to deserve it. It's going to feel like the true sequel that people have been asking for years. And the question remains, the way they use the language, they said few characters. So they said, Neocortex, Dingodile is the name, and few usually means 3 or more. So Torna, I think this all but confirms Torna at this point. If you want to be sort of like equality, you want to have a lot of female representation and such, I think Torna being a secondary character makes a lot of sense, and I think it's going to be really, really fun. And finally, just to cover Dingodile's new design as well, I want to point out that I love the fact that he's a thicker boy, a very brutish, big, heavy bruiser kind of guy. These are some of the buzzwords I've seen to describe him, and I 100% agree. He is a chonky boy in the best kind of way. I love the fact that it feels like there's a lot of weight behind him. Even the platforming there feels like it's like, yeah, man, if you're getting up in the air, you're an absolute beast. Look at him. Look at that dial. Look at that tail. I absolutely love it. And that animation there as he gets knocked into another dimension is amazing. All the animations, actually just in general with the State of Play content, like, oh my god. They talk about being inspired by Looney Tunes and stuff like that, and you can truly, truly see that. This is just, I cannot wait to see more Dingodile levels. Obviously this is sort of his home planet sort of level. What else are we going to see from Dingodile? What else are we going to see? All I know is that I genuinely cannot wait. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support on the channel this year as well, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you later.